Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel The Story Couch. Emily never expected a simple envelope to change her life. On a rainy Tuesday morning, she opened her mailbox and found an old yellow envelope. The paper looked worn out. The stamp was faded, and the date on the envelope made her heart stop. It had been mailed 50 years ago. But what shocked her even more was the sender's name. It was her father, a man who had died 15 years earlier. Emily stood frozen in the rain, staring at the envelope. Her hands began to shake because the last time she had spoken to her father, they had ended their conversation with anger, and she had never gotten the chance to say goodbye. Rain tapped softly against the windows of Emily Carter's apartment as she prepared for another ordinary Tuesday morning. At 34 years old, her life had settled into a predictable routine. Wake up, make coffee, check emails, go to work. Nothing unexpected ever happened anymore. At least that's what she believed. As she left her apartment building, she noticed the rain had become heavier. Pulling her coat tighter around herself, she walked toward the mailbox near the entrance. There were only a few letters inside: a utility bill, a supermarket flyer, and one old yellow envelope. Emily almost ignored it, but something about it felt different. The paper looked worn and fragile, as if it had traveled a very long distance. The edges were slightly torn, the ink had faded with time. Curious, she picked it up. Then she froze. Printed in the upper corner was a date. 15 years ago, Emily blinked. Surely that couldn't be right. She looked again. The date remained the same. A strange feeling settled in her chest. Slowly, her eyes moved to the sender's name, and suddenly the world around her seemed to disappear. Her breathing stopped. Her fingers tightened around the envelope. The sender was her father, Thomas Carter. Emily stared at the name as rain soaked her hair and shoulders. It couldn't be possible. Her father had died 15 years ago. For several seconds, she simply stood there, unable to move. People walked past her. Cars splashed through puddles. But Emily heard none of it. All she could see was that name, the name she had not seen written in years, the name she had spent years trying to forget. With trembling hands, she placed the envelope inside her bag and hurried back up the stairs. Her heart pounded the entire way. Once inside her apartment, she locked the door and sat at the kitchen table. The envelope rested silently in front of her, waiting. 100 questions raced through her mind. Who had sent it? Why had it taken 15 years to arrive? And most importantly, what could her father possibly have wanted to tell her? Emily stared at the envelope for several minutes before finally reaching for it. But just as her fingers touched the paper, a painful memory surfaced. The last conversation she had ever had with her father, and it was not a good one. 15 years earlier, Emily had been 19 years old. She was talented, ambitious, and full of dreams. More than anything, she wanted to become an artist. She spent hours painting in her room, filling sketchbooks with ideas and colors. But her father had a different vision for her future. He wanted her to study law. He believed it would give her stability, security, and a successful career. At first, their disagreement was small, but over time, those disagreements became arguments, and the arguments became battles. Every dinner ended in silence. Every conversation turned into frustration. Neither of them was willing to listen. One evening, everything finally exploded. Emily had just received an acceptance letter from a prestigious art school in another city. She was excited. It was the opportunity she had dreamed about for years. But when she showed the letter to her father, his reaction crushed her. "This is not a real future, Emily," he said. "You are throwing your life away." Emily felt anger rising inside her. "You never support anything I want." Her father stood up from the table. "I'm trying to protect you." "No," Emily replied. "You are trying to control me." The room fell silent. Neither of them realized that pride had taken over. Words became sharper. Voices became louder. Years of frustration poured out in a single conversation. Finally, Emily ran upstairs. She packed a suitcase. Her father followed her. "Emily, stop, let's talk." But she was too angry to listen, and he was too stubborn to apologize. As she walked toward the front door, tears filled her eyes. "I wish you believed in me," she whispered. Then she left. The door slammed shut behind her. Neither of them knew it would be the last time they would ever see each other. 3 months later, Emily received a phone call that changed everything. Her father had suffered a sudden heart attack. He was gone before she could apologize, before he could explain, before either of them had a second chance. For 15 years, that regret stayed with her. And now, sitting at her kitchen table, she stared at the old envelope once again. And now, sitting at her kitchen table, she stared at the old envelope once again. Perhaps the answer she had been searching for all these years were finally inside. Emily took a deep breath. Her hands trembled as she carefully opened the envelope. The paper inside was old and slightly yellow. For a moment, she simply stared at it. Then she unfolded the letter. The first words instantly brought tears to her eyes. "Dear Emily." She had not seen her father's handwriting in 15 years. It felt as if he was sitting across the table from her. Slowly, she continued reading. "If you are reading this letter, then life has taken a strange turn. I never imagined it would take so long to reach you." Emily wiped away a tear. Every word felt personal. Every sentence felt alive. The letter continued. "I have spent many nights thinking about our last conversation. If I could change one thing in my life, it would be that day." Emily's heart tightened. For years, she had blamed herself, and now she was reading words she never expected to hear. "I know you believe I didn't support your dream. I know you thought I was disappointed you. But the truth is very different." Emily leaned forward. Her eyes moved quickly across the page. A secret she had carried for 15 years was about to be challenged. Her father explained that a few days after their argument, he had secretly visited the art school. He wanted to understand why it meant so much to her. He watched students working in the studios. He saw paintings, hangings on the walls. And eventually he saw Emily's work. The letter read, "I stood there for most an hour looking at your painting. I realized something that day. You were not running away from responsibility. You were running toward your dream." Emily could no longer hold back her tears. For 15 years, she had believed her father never understood her. Yet here, writing in his own handwriting, was proof that he had. The next sentence changed everything. "I was wrong, Emily." Those 3 words blurred beneath her tears. For years, she had imagined hearing them. Now they were finally in front of her, and the letter was only the beginning. Emily continued reading. Her tears had not stopped. Every sentence felt like a conversation that should have happened years ago. The letter went on. "I know that after I am gone, you may spend years believing that I never believed in you. That thought hurts me more than you can imagine." Emily's chest tightened. For 15 years, that was exactly what she had believed. Then she reached a paragraph that her. "Stop! There is something I never told you." Emily read the sentence twice. Her father explained that during the final year of their arguments, he had been facing serious health problems. Doctors had warned him that his heart was weak. The risk was real, but he never told Emily. He didn't want her to worry. He didn't want her to give up her dreams because of him. As she continued reading, Emily realized something painful. Many of the arguments she remembered had happened during the same period when her father had secretly been attending medical appointments. He had been scared, not angry, scared. Scared that he would not be around to help her if life became difficult. Scared that she would struggle alone. Everything she had interpreted as control had actually come from fear. For the first time, Emily saw her father not as the stubborn man she remembered, but as a worried parent who had made mistakes. Just like everyone else, at the bottom of the page, another paragraph waited, and this one carried a final request. If you ever receive this letter, there is something I hope you will do for me. Emily held her breath. She slowly turned the page. The next page was shorter, but every word carried weight. There is an old wooden box hidden beneath the floorboards of our family cabin by the lake. You know the place. If life ever allows this letter to find you, I hope you will go there. Emily stared at the words, the cabin. She had not visited it in nearly 16 years. Not since her father's funeral. The memories were too painful. The letter continued. Inside that box are things I want you to have, things I was never able to show you. Emily's heart raced. What could possibly be inside? Photographs, documents, another letter. She didn't know, but suddenly she felt something she had not felt in years. Hope. The next morning, Emily packed a small bag and started the long drive toward the lake. The road looked almost exactly the same. The forest, the old gas station, the narrow country roads, everything felt frozen in time. As they drove, memories returned one after another. Family picnics, fishing trips, summer evenings spent sitting on the cabin porch. For years, she had avoided those memories. Now they followed her down every mile of the road. Several hours later, she finally arrived. The cabin stood quietly beside the lake, withered a little older, but still standing. Emily stepped out of her car. The air was cool and peaceful. For a moment, she simply stared at the cabin. It felt as though the past was waiting inside. Taking a deep breath, she walked towards the door. The letter remained tightly held in her hand, and somewhere beneath those old floorboards, a secret had been waiting 15 years for her to find it. The cabin door creaked as Emily stepped inside. A thin layer of dust covered the furniture. The air smelled of old wood and forgotten summers. For a moment, she simply stood there, taking it all in. 15 years had passed, yet somehow it felt as though no time had passed at all. Everything looked smaller than she remembered. The old fireplace, the wooden dining table, the rocking chair her father used to sit in every evening. Memories flooded her mind. For a second, she almost expected to see him sitting there, smiling as he always had, but the room remained silent. Emily unfolded the letter again and reread the instruction. Look beneath the floorboard near the fireplace. She walked toward the fireplace and knelt on the floor. Her hands trembled. Carefully, she pressed against one of the wooden boards. It moved. Emily's heart began to pound. Slowly, she lifted it. Underneath was a small wooden box, exactly where her father said it would be. For 15 years, it had been waiting. She carefully pulled it out and placed it beside her. The lock had rusted with age, but it opened easily. Emily took a deep breath and lifted the lid. Inside were dozens of photographs. She picked up the first one. It was a picture of her at 7 years old, proudly holding a painting she had made in school. A smile appeared on her face. She turned to the next photograph, then another and another. Every stage of her life was there: birthdays, school events, family vacations, moments she had forgotten years ago. Tears rolled down her cheeks. Beneath the photographs were old newspaper clippings. Emily unfolded one carefully. Her eyes widened. It was an article about a local art competition she had won when she was 16. Another clipping featured one of her paintings displayed in a gallery, then another and another. She couldn't believe it. Her father had saved every single one. Every achievement, every success, every moment she thought he had ignored, he had quietly collected them all. Emily covered her mouth as she cried. For years, she believed her father never cared about her dream. For years, she believed he was disappointed in her. But the content of the box told a completely different story. At the very bottom lay a small envelope. Her name was written on the front. Emily opened it slowly. Inside was one final note, only a few lines long, but powerful enough to break her heart. My dear Emily, if you found this box, then life finally delivered the letter. There is one thing I need you to know. I was always proud of you, always. The words blurred through her tears. Emily held the note against her chest. For 15 years, she had carried guilt. For 15 years, she had carried anger. And for 15 years, she had believed a lie. The truth had been waiting here all along, hidden inside a small wooden box, protected by father's love. A love that never disappeared even after death. Emily sat quietly on the cabin floor. The photographs rested beside her. The note remained in her hands. Outside, the sun slowly began to set over the lake. Golden light spilled through the dusty windows, painting the room in warm colors. For a long time, she said nothing. She simply sat there, allowing 50 years of pain allowing 15 years of pain, regret, and unanswered questions to settle inside her. Then, for the first time in years, she spoke. Hi, Dad. Her voice was barely a whisper. A sad smile appeared on her face. It felt strange talking to an empty room, but somehow it also felt right. I was angry for a very long time. She looked down at the photographs. I thought you didn't understand me. I thought you never believed in me. Tears filled her eyes again, but I was wrong. The silence that followed felt peaceful, not lonely, not painful, peaceful. Emily walked outside and sat on the old wooden dock beside the lake. The water reflected the colors of the evening sky. She remembers sitting there as a little girl while her father taught her how to skip stones across the water. Back then, life had felt simple. Back then, she never imagined there would come a day when she would have to say goodbye. The letter stayed in her lap. Carefully, she folded it and placed it back inside its envelope. This time, she was not putting it away out of sadness. She was putting it away like a treasure, something she would keep forever. Darkness slowly covered the lake. Emily looked toward the horizon. I forgive you, Dad. The words escaped before she could stop them. Then she smiled through her tears. And I hope you can forgive me too. A gentle breeze moved across the water. For a moment, she felt as though a weight she had carried for 15 years had finally disappeared. The regret was still there, the loss was still there, but something had changed. She finally understood that love is not measured by perfect words or perfect moments. Sometimes love survives misunderstanding. Sometimes it survives distance, sometimes it survives time itself, and sometimes it waits patiently inside an old letter for 15 years. Emily stood and took one last look at the lake. Then she turned and walked back toward the cabin, toward her future, toward a life no longer controlled by regret. The letter had arrived 15 years late, but not too late, because it had given her something she thought she would never have again, a chance to say goodbye and finally a chance to move forward. Sometimes the words we need most arrive late, but as long as they reach our heart, it is never truly too late. If this story touched you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more emotional stories and life lessons. Thanks for watching. See you in the next story. Bye bye. Take care. 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 Bye bye. Take care.